Have you ever looked at a chessboard and just felt a little intimidated? Maybe fascinated, but also thought, where would I even begin? Well, today, we're going to pull back that curtain. This is your guide to demystifying chess, to make it fun and totally accessible for anyone who's ever wanted to take command of the board. So, let's get into it.
You know, this isn't just about learning a bunch of rules, it's really the start of an adventure. We're about to unlock the secrets of a game that has absolutely captivated people for centuries. So yeah, get ready to step into a much, much bigger world. First things first, every battle needs a battlefield, right? So we're going to start with the absolute fundamentals, the 64 squares, your armies, and exactly how to set the stage for the game ahead.
At its heart, chess is pure strategy. There's no luck involved, no dice to roll, no hidden cards. It's just you versus your opponent on this 64-square grid. You command an entire army, and every single decision rests right on your shoulders. That's right, you start with an army of 16 pieces, and that's a pretty powerful force. But here's the thing, each piece has a very specific job, a unique way of moving. Your challenge is to figure out how to command them all as one cohesive unit. All right, setting up the board is like your first ritual. And there's a simple logic to it. So first, your 8 pawns, they form a protective wall right on that second row. Behind them, your bigger pieces line up. You've got your rooks in the corners, then the knights, then the bishops. And finally, the most important rule to remember. The queen always goes on her matching color. White queen on a white square, black queen on a black one. The king just takes the last spot left. Simple as that. Okay, the board is set. Now it's time to meet the soldiers. To win, you've got to understand the unique power and, the personality of each and every piece in your army.
Think of this as your command sheet, okay? Your pawns, they're kind of the soul of the game. They move straight forward, but, and this is key, they capture diagonally. Your knight is your special agent, the only piece that can literally jump over other pieces in its L-shaped path. Bishops, they're masters of the diagonals. Rooks control the straight lines, the highways of the board. And the queen? Oh, the queen is an absolute powerhouse. She can move like a rook and a bishop combined. And then there's the king. He only moves one square at a time, but he is the entire mission. You have to protect him at all costs.
So, you know the board, you know the pieces. But what is the actual goal here? Every single move you make serves one single ultimate objective: cornering the enemy king.
This is it. This is the whole entire point of the game. If you don't remember anything else, remember this. Your goal is to trap the other player's king. Every piece you capture, every defensive move you make, it's all in service of this one ultimate goal. Now, on your way to trapping the king, you'll often put it in what's called check. Think of this as a direct warning shot. It's you shouting, hey, your king is in danger. When a king is in check, your opponent's very next move has to get it out of danger. They can't do anything else. It's a must. And here's the critical difference. This is what it's all about. Check is a threat, but the game goes on because there's an escape route. Checkmate, well, that's the end of the line. The king is threatened, but this time there's absolutely no legal move to save him. He's trapped. That's it. Game over. You've won. Of course, not every game ends with a big, dramatic checkmate. Sometimes a game can end in a draw, which is just a tie. The most common way this happens is called a stalemate. That's when a player isn't in check, but they have 0 legal moves they can make. They're totally stuck. It's kind of like a strategic dead end for both sides. Okay, we've covered the rules, we know the goal, now let's get into the mindset. To really play chess, you need to understand the 2 sides of a player's brain, your long-term strategy and your short-term tactics. And understanding this difference is, well, it's everything. Strategy is your grand vision, your big picture plan for the whole game. Like deciding you want to control the center of the board. Tactics, on the other hand, are the immediate moves, like a clever 2-move combo to capture a piece. You need both. You need the map, and you need to be able to win the little battles along the way. You know, you can think of a chess game like a 3-act story. The opening is Act 1. This is where you bring out your pieces, get them developed, and fight for control. The middle game is Act 2. This is where the plot thickens. It's full of complex plans and major attacks. And the endgame is the tense finale. There are fewer pieces on the board, and every single move is absolutely critical. So now you have the complete toolkit. You know enough to play a game of chess from the very first move to the very last. So what's next? Let's talk about your path from beginner to a seasoned player.
So how do you get better? It's actually pretty simple. You play. A lot. But then, and this is the important part, you go back and look at your games. See what you did right, what you did wrong. Sharpen your brain with tactical puzzles. Watch how the best players in the world do it, and find other people to play with. This cycle of playing, analyzing, and learning is truly your path forward.
And you know the best part is, you don't have to figure all this out alone. There are these incredible online platforms like chess.com and Lichess that have millions of players, endless lessons, and puzzles waiting for you. And for any younger learners out there, Chess Kid is a fantastic place to start. Your journey can literally begin right now, today.
And that's really what it all comes down to, isn't it? Every single champion, every grandmaster, every legendary player, they all started in exactly the same place you are right now, as a beginner, looking at a full board for the very first time. So the only question left is, what will your first move be?